Alright, stream should be live. We tweet about it and whatnot, and then we'll get going. Alright, I think we should be live. We should be good. Again, we're streaming at a kind of abnormal time here today because I had stuff going on yesterday afternoon, and I might have that happen again next Friday as well. So we will see. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, make sure I have audio working properly. Okay, yes, well. Looks like I do. Cool. So, although no one is currently in chat, we may as well get started. We're here in the Wela Volcanic Park, I believe it is called. Yes, Wela Volcano Park. And we took care of that Wela Volcano challenge last time. And I believe we only have one challenge left here on Akala Island. So, let's go ahead and go down here, because this is not progress. Anyway, we can surf now, which is cool and good, which means we can also grab various items here, fight trainers such as swimmers, and just overall have a grand spanking a whale of a time. Item. Oh, would that show me the EV situation? Clicking Y on a party member's stat screen. Oh man, Dark Mind of Sith would love this. Look at this. It's a Basco. Anywho, I've done a little bit of stuff between sessions here, mostly related to the Poképelago and Festival Plaza. I don't remember if I actually healed at all at any point in the intervening week, but I've accumulated a vast quantity of beans, expanded the Festival Plaza a fair amount, so things might look a little bit different. So yeah, we'll check out the stat screen once we wrap up this battle. I should think about who do I want to put up front to get the most screen time today. I said last time I was going to try to cycle through a little bit and make sure everyone got a little. I think given that we are entering into the grass trial, Donna is probably going to get the most action in that totem Pokemon fight. So we will probably save her. Nice. All right, so I don't remember what you said the EV for the EVs were, but let's take a look. Y on the stat screen. Special defense, was it maybe? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's not too absurd. Definitely some skewing towards special defense for many of them. But it's not like they're turning into special walls or anything. So that's a cool thing. I'm glad that that is a function. I did not know that was a function. All right, let's heal up here. Oh, that's also convenient. And it caps at 252, right? Because I know it used to cap at 255 because that was just how computers are programmed, but that made for some useless EVs, so I think they changed that. Is that correct? Okay, Gen 6. Alright. That's when they made that change, which is surprisingly late, but it's okay. Again, the only game where I was like super into EV training for competitive purposes was Gen 4. I guess since they did super training in Gen 6. I don't remember if it's super or hyper. I guess that makes sense as a point to kind of revamp the EV system. Revamp is a strong word, but you know what I mean. Anyway, here's a Alomomola. A Pokemon that is not an evolution of Luvdisc. And I think a good Pokemon, a good candidate for being badly poisoned with a Poison Fang. Which I would love to see that happen. You know, I don't even try to mispronounce Alomomola. It's just I genuinely just can't make the word sounds most of the time. Okay, Sword and Shield will have a playable E3 demo. Good to know. I will avoid that. I generally haven't been watching the, like, any sorts of E3 stuff live. Kind of depends on when it is, I guess. But I still have work next week, so... That was a wild Pokemon that I just ran over. So it should hopefully be easy enough for me to not accidentally keep watching too long. Anyway, those are places where you can fish and catch some wild Pokemon. If I remember right, Carvanha/Sharpedo is not yet available to us. So that's not really something we need to worry about. I'm super into these swimmers, by the way. Very much a fan. Okay, direct Tuesday at noon. Yeah, I'm gonna be working, right? I'm gonna be at work. So that's not gonna be a concern for me. Such is the life of an adult who had a bunch of school days canceled because of snow in February, and therefore the school year has gone long. I don't think that's true. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious what Nintendo shows at E3, even though they're not at E3. Just because the 3DS is officially dead, which means anything that they announce will be for a system that I actually want to play things on. Seeing weird tearing, a vertical tearing effect. That's annoying. I don't know how to fix that. Sorry about that if it bothers anybody. I don't know if that's a matter of my cable's bad or something's gone wrong with my mod of like 3DS mod. Hey Milzix, I don't know, I don't have a good nickname for that. Good to see you. Yeah, I guess if we're going into full predictions mode here, new Smash characters to be expected, and I don't particularly care. I'm guessing the available right now reveal will be Cadence of Hyrule, given that they said June release, but didn't specify beyond that when it was like the end of May. And it's like, why would you be vague about that at this point in time? That seems weird. So I'm expecting Cadence of Hyrule to be a surprise release, which I'm excited for that. I haven't played Crypt of the Necrodancer, but I know it's been very well received. So this seems like a good opportunity for me to be getting into that style of game. It does seem like a kind of game that requires me to actually focus on it, though, which isn't necessarily the kind of game that I play these days. Alright, back up here. Hey. I think I got everything worth grabbing there. Any other things that y'all are predicting for Nintendo not at E3? Remember how Gen 5 had like a really cool like underwater tunnel in Black 2 and White 2? That was really cool. Okay, you're just monologuing. Okay, I see. Yeah, Animal Crossing, I enjoy it for a week or two usually, and I do enjoy that week or two. But it's not something that I have had extended engagement with. I do not have an Oranguru. Yeah, I'd be fairly neutral on an Animal Crossing announcement. I know a lot of people are into it, and I'm happy for them. Not something I'm particularly interested in, but... Am I gonna have to catch Pokemon? Yeah, I'm not doing that. I really wish they had said mission, but that probably wouldn't have fit on the screen. I don't remember this from original Sun and Moon either. See, this is the kind of fetch quest that I can be on board with. Yeah, so I have not banked my living dex. It is actually worth pointing out, however, that I have banked a couple Pokemon from my bank. And you'll see, in addition to having grown the Isle of Beans here, I've got a whole bunch of dark types, also some visitors and a Slowpoke that visited, and I was like, alright, you can stick around. Yeah, there's a Pick-a-Peck and of course Love Visiting. I mentioned last time how much I enjoy picking up the beans. Yeah, I'd be, howdy J-Man. I'd be super into a Xenoblade related announcement. I don't, again, know how open I've been about it on stream here, but I am a huge Xenoblade 2 apologist. I love Xenoblade 2 to death, for all of its many flaws, which it has many. It is one of my favorite games of all time, so I would be curious to see if we have any insight on what Monolith is doing now. Hey, I know that person. So yeah, I have a lot of Rainbow Beans. I could max Affection for everyone. I do kind of want to, like, not go all in with Affection quite yet, just because it can be so overpowered. So I might start giving folks better beans when I just do regular Pokemon refresh stuff. But I'm not just gonna force feed them Rainbow Beans, I don't think. Takes the journey out of it. Anyway, Colress here is acting like he's not a villain. However, I disagree. Colress was a character in Black and White. I think original Black and White, not Black and White 2. But he's a little bit wild. He's got an extremely anime haircut. Oh, Black White 2. Yeah, shows how well I remember my favorite games in the series. Yeah, I'd be on board for Xenoblade Chronicles X being ported to Switch. I plugged in my Wii U for the first time in about 9 months after finishing the Torina DLC to play around with Xenoblade X again a little bit. Man, the Wii U gamepad is not as pleasant to play with as the Switch. and man, that game is really not user-friendly at all. I think they've said in interviews that a re-release of that game would be more of a remake and not a port, which that means more effort on their part, more work, but I would love to play that game, but better, because the world is great. The combat is especially hard to go back to after Xenoblade 2, and just does not communicate most of its mechanics very well at all. Alright, we know how to take care of these, right? I was thinking, oh, should I go for the Z move? Might be overkill. But yeah, oh well. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so I forget how long this route is, but apparently there's a bunch of trainers, otherwise she wouldn't bother doing her thing. Beware is an interesting Pokemon. It's like, much has been said about the evolving art style of Pokemon over the years. Beware does not feel like it is a part of any art style that Pokemon has ever had. I mean, it feels like a kind of cheap stuffed animal. It feels like it is a two-dimensional design that has been just kind of stretched a little bit into the Z-axis. Just doesn't feel right. I don't know. And I know that the anime has done a lot of good pro Beware work, but it just feels weird to me. Anywho, here's the evolution of Pikipek. It sure does exist. The final evolution is actually pretty legit, and I do like Pikipek itself, but Trumbeak is just kind of there, I feel like. Bam. Gemini's pretty legit here. Gemini's definitely gotten full swing up to the rest of the team. So apparently my voice is a little bit sore. I'm not sure what's up with that. I haven't used it all day. Ah, that's a hidden item if I've ever seen one. Or not seen one, as the case may be. So I did a little bit of looking into berry piles and how they work, because I was trying to use Festival Plaza to get myself a pink hat to complete this ensemble. And I needed Mago berries or just a pink dye shop, and neither of those seemed to be coming about until I looked into where can I get Mago berries. Oh, you can get them from this one pile. This one pile, the stock is randomly generated. So apparently each pile has a set of beans that or a set of berries that it can have. But it's randomly chosen, and like the first one apparently, no, that's a different mechanic. Anyway, the berry piles are somewhat complex. Destroy All Humans remake, I never played the original. I know that a lot of people appreciated the writing of those games. And it seemed just from the outside to be emblematic of a kind of mid-2000s, lots of destruction, running around doing things kind of vibe. It reminds me of Ratchet and Clank a little bit. I never played any of them, and even the bits and pieces that I saw didn't really draw me to them. But I'm guessing we're at a point where it was an important part of a lot of people's childhood, so. Yeah, the clothing dyeing is frustrating. You have to spend an absurd number of berries or get lucky and get the right color dye shop, some of which are exclusive to Sun and some of which are exclusive to Moon. Also, you can only dye white garments, and also, like, there aren't very many white hats that I could dye pink. I don't know, I haven't even attempted really to dye any hats yet because I have to get frickin' 16 Mago berries or whatever. Like, overall, clothes are disappointing in this game. But I don't know if we'll get there in this session. I think the next clothing shop, which is like in South Akala or something, does have a pink hat that I could buy if all else fails. My festival plaza started with like a yellow dye shop, I think. It's like, what am I gonna do with that? Come on. I didn't even realize there was a 2.5 or 3 of Destroy All Humans, so goes to show. I do know that I think that one of the developers of one of my favorite indie games, which is Roundabout, developed by No Goblin, I believe he worked on the Destroy All Humans series. This seems like a great idea that couldn't possibly go wrong and generate a series of 5 to 6 movies. Roundabout is so good. I love Roundabout. Yeah, I've done all that this week. How? Yep. You're not going to force me through a tutorial because I've already gone there, right? So yeah, for those who haven't engaged at all with Festival Plaza, which is understandable because it sucks, basically it's the place you have to go to in order to do any sort of online stuff. And the core mechanic is you go around directing random passers-by to various shops that hopefully you have, and earning festival coins that you then spend on things. Yeah, Robot Golf did not... So, like, this is a long, video essay that I've never bothered writing. Roundabout was amazing because it was a perfect encapsulation of the Vygotskian concept of flow. And Robot Golf just does not have that at all. Like, you get into the zone in Roundabout. You get into a Zen trance of sorts. A place where you are being perfectly adequately challenged at all times, and you get hyper-focused, and it feels great. And robot golf is not that. Alright, do we need to buy anything? So, I've hopes for their third game, which at this point we don't know anything about. But it seems like Robot Golf, they're trying to really lean into the comedy writing and the pastiche of bad 90s anime dub for Giant Robot, and it, like, even the cutscenes had bad pacing. I will still support the developer because I love him. Roundabout was so good. Hello. You look like you need an all-out pummeling. It's a neat little bit of mechanical storytelling, and that it's a little boy who's something about his parent, right? Like borrowed his Pokemon from his dad or something. I don't know, I wasn't paying close attention, but Kangaskhan as the parental Pokemon, yeah, it fits. Oof, beefy. And scrappy, maybe? Oh, big bro. Oh, the plot thickens. I wonder if this kid has a mother. Or if his older brother had to fill that role. Cool. Yeah, so Roundabout, by contrast to what Heiji is correctly saying about 200-foot Robot Golf, there's 100-foot, I don't remember. Like, it also has a gimmick, so to speak, in that you are a limousine that is constantly spinning, and it, like, at first, it feels real weird. And then you start to get a sense of how to navigate and how to work it. And it's a gimmick that improves with time because it starts to feel real good and the flow feels awesome. Robot Golf is a lot of hitting balls and then slowly plodding to where you hit the ball. Hey, Gladion. Do you have a curtain over this? Is this like a mirror that you have a curtain over? No, this is a mirror. What is this? Is this a painting of a curtain? That's weird. You're weird. Howdy, Mosca. Or Mosca Dog. I don't know. I'm still choosing how to shorten people's names so that they are... Whoa. Careful. Is this dude golfing with a dive ball? That seems like a very expensive golf ball. Oh man, Hoot Hoot's my jam. So Moscow, I don't know if you, I don't know when exactly you walked in, but we're talking about two games by one of my favorite indie studios, No Goblin. The first of which is Roundabout, which is really good. The second of which is 100-Foot Robot Golf, which is not. And what one does better than the other? Yeah, so I mean, Roundabout has some Something Awful friend cameos, like G-Op plays the G-Op, Psychedelic Eyeball plays that, like, weird rival racer who I don't remember the name of off the top of my head. And, like, the live-action people are mostly, like, the developers' friends also. So it's still low budget. I just feel like, I don't know, not being super familiar with bad 90s FMV games, it feels to me like the Roundabout is just weird, and they're leaning into that weirdness and having a lot of fun with it, and the pastiche is the, like, medium by which that they are telling their story. Whereas with Robot Golf, like, they're trying to parody, like, giant robot anime also, and direct parody just doesn't kind of work as well as them having a wild and goofy time. Again, having not played most 90s FMV games. Okay, I think I've taken care of everything on this route, so I can go fight that Sky Trainer. Oh, there's the Wimpod. Hello. So Wimpod's dope as hell, by the way. Very much a fan. Alright, so there was like a Sky Trainer or something over here, right? And I don't know if that's like those Gen 6, I think, Pokemon. Oh, there's still more. There's still more. Where are they? Some generation of Pokemon had battles where you only used flying types, and I want to say it was Gen 6, but I've clearly got a very bad memory. Anyway, because she's on the ground, I'm thinking it might not be that, but... Does anyone know where the trainer might be that I missed? Yeah, I mean, I assume, like, Sky Battles were not graphically taxing in the way that triple battles and rotation battles are. So I assume they just removed them because they weren't very fun. Stick to the bottom here, see if there's a path that I missed. No? Went off that way. I fought that lady. Is there a hint I'm missing? Yes, I mean, Salamence, to be fair, just always looks dumb. Salamence is a design that I'm not a fan of at all. And time's a waste, and let's go to the jungle. We're not going to use Skydrop anyway, I don't think. Oop, that's the wrong one. Is Skydrop a move worth going after? Is it something that that Donna might use? Of course, clear out everything else first. Ah! It's a Diglett! So, Diglett has an Alolan form. The Alolan Diglett isn't too much to write home about, but Alolan Ductrio is awesome. Oh, I can surf from the beach to find some trainers, so that's a good thing to remind me of. Thank you, I will do that. Because there is still a part of me that's just like, gotta get everything. Okay. Man, that's a deep cut, Hedgie. I don't know how many people will understand that. Or maybe everyone will understand that, because that's all we have left. Anyway, rocks. I believe Sharpedo can break those rocks when we eventually get Sharpedo. Yeah, there's a trainer or two. This could be a little tricky for Radicus. Gemini's going to be immune to their fighting. Let's switch over to Gertrude to make things neutral. They are probably just going to focus fire on Gertrude, though. Hey, outspeed one Gertrude. Awesome. Heal just to be safe here. There we go. kind of wish that, like, the dad had him a choke or something. Just to demonstrate, you know, the seniority in the battle, as well as the names and the trainer models. But that might have been a little bit too tricky at this point. Hey, Waterstone. Don't have any use for that, but it's a nice thing to find on the ground. Or underwater, as the case may be. Okay, is it just the one set of trainers out there? Hey, attendees. I cannot tend to you right now. Okay. So I guess maybe that, hey, fight me once you fought everyone trainer is meant to encourage you to remember to surf. Alright. Bye. Because the fact that she won't fight you, and it's like, what? I've done everybody on this land route here. Maybe that's meant to encourage you to check out the water, to remind you. There we go. Let's do it. When she's got a Z move, get ready. Get hype. I assume it's going to be whatever Flynium Z gives you. Now there's a second stage first route flying type that I can get my thumbs up for. Nice. And a Firo, alright. I remember thinking as I played through original Sun and Moon, they really needed an Alolan Spearow and Firo. Because they have Spearows and Firos in a lot of places. And they could really use a fancy update, I think. Sorry, Squiddo. That didn't go super well for you. Sure. Yeah, like, I kind of like Firo's, like, kind of buzzard-like design, almost. Like, I think first gen, they didn't have a lot to work with, but they did a good job distinguishing it from Pidgeot. Because it's a lot heavier on the wings, and it's got a thin neck and head. But in this modern day, it could use some more color, I think. I don't know, just electric flying? I don't know, just throwing that out there. Or ghost flying. Lean into the fear. I don't know. Alright, so let's put Donna up front, because I know we're going to face a Lurantis. Let's go heal real quick. And then get ready for a trial that I know can have the potential to be quite tricky. Alright, so this is the lush jungle, home of the grass trial, home of Oranguru and Passimian and Comfy and other such Pokemon. Mago Berry. Man, I just did a whole thing of finding a Mago Berry. So Ben, it is currently like in the 60s, I think. I don't know. As I was getting prepped for this stream, I was like, I'm wearing a t-shirt and I feel like that's not quite enough. So, I'm wearing a jacket. I reserve the right to remove it later if things get real steamy. Anyway, I'm what, going after a Mago Berry and some other stuff? That's the only thing I remember. I guess I don't need to. It's just one Mago Berry is as good as any other. I guess. Yeah, weather in Seattle's been a little bit all over the place recently. Oh, okay. I see. So it's not the actual act of taking it, it's the act of removing it from the area that could distress the Fomantis. Yeah, so if I wanted to, I could remove the jacket like that. See, look at this. And I think it warmed up sufficiently that I can keep it this way for the time being. Okay, honey from the flowers. Sikyawe was there for some reason. Simple enough. So Sith, we already talked a little bit about E3 possibilities. Yeah, I remember having to actually like forage in this challenge in Original Sun Moon. I want to see what Monolith is working on after Xenoblade. That's what I want. That's my like number one. Alright, any items I can grab? Oh, there's one. Howdy, Steve. Yeah, Sith, we talked about that possibility as well. And how it would require quite a bit of work. But I'd be into it if they could make it work. You know, trees deep in the jungle that look kind of like pseudo-wudo. So it's not that the pseudo-wudo look like pseudo-trees. It's that the trees look like pseudo-wudo. Yeah, I'm guessing we probably won't see anything of Prime 4. I would love to be wrong about that, but I do not expect anything. Hey. I'm wondering if we'll get another trailer probably for Link's Awakening remake. Alright, I don't know which one's right, but I like this one. Hey, alright, cool. Yeah, strength boulders have gotten larger and larger with time. They used to be the size of a person, and now they are the size of several persons. Alright, so I do like, you know, I don't remember how this sequence went in the original games, because, again, I have terrible memory. But I do like it has these 3 Shile Captains coming together for a meal. That's fun. That's neat. I like it. Anyway, I think I pissed off Pokemon with every single one of those. Ta-da! Oh man, Comfy is next. And that's a fairy type, and I don't remember how those work still. Even though you've reminded me in pretty much, I think, literally every stream. Oh, Ben, you missed it. There was a Basculin earlier. So Comfy's great. I'm a fan. Alright, because I don't remember how fairy types work still, I'm just gonna go all in. Okay, so we mentioned Smash reveal, DLC reveal is pretty likely. I don't care that much about Smash, but I'm always curious to see the speculation of who will be revealed. And I love watching people react to reveals. So, what are we predicting in terms of the inevitable Smash DLC reveal? I remember that when the previous DLC reveal was shown, like I think it was Reggie said that the rest of them would be like that in some way. Ooh, that's actually kind of clever with the Sudowoodo animation in that it stands perfectly still. I like that. That's clever. Okay, let's keep Donna alive, actually. Let's go back to Gemini. Gemini had Brick Break. And let us, in fact, heal Donna while she's out. Just because, again, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to heal before Lurantis comes in, so. Dragon Quest character, I could see. Man, if it was frickin' Rusty from Dragon Quest Swords, that would be the ultimate deep cut. I do not expect that to be the case. Yeah, it would probably be 11 to build hype for the Switch port later in the year. I would be fully on board for Rex from Xenoblade 2. I do not expect that because he's got an amiibo costume, and that's probably the best he's gonna get. But I would be 100%. I would be extremely on board. Hell, I might even buy the DLC specifically for Rex, even though I literally haven't played Smash after the first week it came out. All right, here we go. Yahweh, look out! All right. So, if Donna can survive one turn and get in a Supersonic Sky Strike, we should be good. I hope for this to be a repeat of the Totem Araquanid fight. Alright, we're good. Yeah, Crash I could see. I don't know, Master Chief. Let's do Master Chief, why not? There we go. Donna's really strong, you guys. Doesn't freaking Snake have rocket launchers, though? And, like, Zero Suit Samus has a laser pistol? Alright. So, Donna's already got boosted experience, I believe. So, even though it wouldn't be a waste to use a Rainbow Bean on her, I won't. Here's a wild Smash DLC prediction that absolutely would not happen at all. No, it's not immediately there in the background, so I can't grab it. All 8 of the Octopath Traveler protagonists as one character simultaneously. There's my wild DLC prediction. Alright, no dark types in here, right? Yes, a berry. Oh man, I really hope we get to the next town so I can replace that hat. Yeah, I mean, so I don't really care about Smash, to be perfectly honest. Again, I bought Smash Ultimate because I heard that the board game mode was actually kind of interesting. It wasn't. I just like wild speculation. I think that's fun. Okay, so rock types, yeah. So let's see, if it's gonna be rock types, Gemini actually might be great to have up front. So let's put Squiddo up front just for the time being, in case there's other fights in between. Still want that item. Well, the game is how wild can the speculation get? That's what's really interesting. Is gold Toadsworth a thing? Ah! That was potent. Alright, playtime's over. Man, if that's another reason why I would love to have have Rex be proper DLC, so I could have a Rex amiibo. Oh, freaking Solaire or the Chosen Undead, probably. That's possible. Yeah, I really wish that Smash was actually like a fun game worth playing. Imagine if all this speculation were actually worthwhile. So Zippy's moveset is a little bit uninspired at this point. Hoping that'll change. Ben, I play video games on the internet for chump change. Out of the passion of my heart, not to make a profit. Of course I hate video games. It's like when my students ask about, like, if I have kids or something, I'm like, no, I hate kids, that's why I'm a teacher. Get on my level. So this Sylveon could be tricky. You said it's weak against industrialization. I don't have steel or anything. Let's go all in. Yeah, I mean, at least Mario Kart 8, like, is fun. Which I can't say about Smash. Oh, okay, so yeah, poison is man-made, ain't it? Oh my god, so close! Ooh, and that was a hefty heal. Alright, Gertrude. Yeah. I was thinking maybe Radicus with the quick attack, but Gertrude gets not necessarily enough opportunities. Is there going to be a Dusk Stone available next session? Has the time finally come? I think Zippy's going to get close pretty soon. I don't know what the CTR remake is. I don't know what CTR stands for. Oh, is it Crash Team Racing? Never mind. I do know what it stands for. I never played any Crash games, racing or otherwise. So, probably not. I mean, again, as someone who kind of enjoys Mario Kart for like a month or so, and then doesn't really play it again, I don't see much of a reason for me to get super into a different mascot racing game for a mascot I have no connection to. So I've not upgraded the treasure hunting Pelago Island. I have upgraded Isle of Beans, but not the others because the others require more Pokemon in my box. And I already imported all the dark types that I had that were not part of the living dex. Oh, so close. Is there anything super worthwhile from upgraded treasure hunting? Because I've gotten a couple shards, and I don't even remember what those are for. Okay, alright. Things getting down to the wire here. $30 of a shard color for one whole bottle cap. Oh, that's not even remotely something I care about at this point in time. No need for that. Alright, anything else on this route? Or are we back? It's just Pokemon Center over there. Yeah, I was thinking of getting the Isle of You or the Isle of Experience. I don't remember the pun for that one. Just again, something I can stick old team members in. Yeah, I'll level up. Man, that's a really convenient word for pun usage. Isle is very flexible. Past 24 hours on the spot, happiness goes down. Rude. I can be good about checking things frequently if I need to. Alright, let's get to the lab. Ben, I laugh. Just generally not when I'm in presentation mode like this. I think at least, I don't know if they're still in here, at least one person in this stream has heard me laugh a lot. And it involved Chuck Tingle. I will say that. Howdy, Sarah. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, Dan. Good to see you. We're streaming at an abnormal time, which may have been to your benefit. Do I really seem like such a joyless person on stream? Do I not show my passion and love? My wife. Yeah. So I'm not disliking this game, Dan. I'm having a fun enough time. I'm just noticing, ultra wormhole. This is an ultra thing. I'm just noticing all the kind of extra clunkiness and fluff that the Let's Go games don't have. And I'm missing Let's Go a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That looks important. That book looks important. The Inter-Dream Zone. Is that like the dream world from Gen 5? Yes, thank you, Sean, for not revealing information from Sword and Shield. It's impossible to stay pure, and I've already been ruined in some ways, but I'd appreciate it if it didn't get added. Dream Radar. What's the difference? I don't remember what is Dream Radar? What even is that? I don't know what it is. What's the difference? Are they related mechanics? Oh, so Dream Radar, the app that you use to bring Pokemon into this dimension, because Black and White take place in a different dimension. I just remember they had a big dream thing going on in those games. Yeah, I never used the Dream Radar. Oh, do I have to talk to people? I thought I had to read the books. Oh, and Burnett is from the game. Oh, okay. Alright. It's all so much more complicated than I knew. Oh, and here's the background lore about Mon, who's now the head of Poképelago. Maybe there's more info later, but... Alright. Sorry, Dan, that you can't watch much, but we miss you too. Yeah, I think I considered grabbing the the Dream Radar when I was completing my living decks, because it had Tornadus and whatnot availability, but then I found other methods. Oh my god, what else do I need to interact with? What else do I need to find in this room to progress the story? Do I need to talk to Cosmog? Someone save me from this laboratory hell. I feel like I remember some frustrating part like this in Sun and Moon also. Someone help me. I've talked to all the books. I've talked to so many books. There we go. Okay. Okay. Past this tunnel in Konikoni. So my hope here is that we can get through Diglett Tunnel and get to the clothing shop in Konikoni. Maybe we'll do the grand trial there as well, but clothing obviously takes priority. This looks ominous. Oh, right, I remember this cutscene. This is where I first, when I was playing Sun Moon 1, where I first noticed, hey, there's some ionic imagery going on with the ultra wormholes. Alright, oh man. Hate it when there's content in between me and my Pokemon clothing simulator. I will not do that. I also want a tunnel named after me. Oh, Ben, didn't you know that there are 11? Well, 12 including me. The other 11 are frogs. So Dan, we got about half an hour left in this session. I usually go for about 2 hours, and it's been an hour 27. Oh, okay, awesome, excellent, good. All right, so I believe Olivia will not let you through unless you have all the Z crystals from the trials. Because otherwise they'll be like, nah, you're not good enough. So, looks like the Roto Lotto is time here. Let's see what we get. I don't know what that is. Oh, that could be neat. Alright, let's use some repel. I have no desire to interact with wild Pokemon here. Alright. There are trainers, however. Let's see, I don't have any water moves. I think most of these folks are going to be fighting a rock. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe even some steel. Oh, hey, Callie. We're about 90 minutes in. We got about half an hour left. Oh, yep, that's something that we want Brick Break on. Man, Squiddo hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities this session, though, unfortunately. Let's see how this does. Oh, isn't Squiddo getting pretty close to evolving, too? Yes, credit to whoever came up with that nickname. It wasn't me. Squiddo is a great name. Okay, level 30 while upside down, right? So. Wow, whoops. It's the touchscreen getting my way. It doesn't have to be traded, but it does need to be upside down, which I can do. And luckily, the Switch has gyro controls, so hopefully that'll work for the future games as well. Gosh darn it! There we go. So yeah, if it's gonna be a bunch of steel business, maybe Gemini should be up front. But we'll see if the trend continues. We got a Firestone. We've gotten a lot of stones this episode. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna charge around with a bowl in an enclosed space like this that could easily cave in. Well, actually, Callie, the best thing that Gen 5 introduced was Cryogonal. No, actually, it was having a villain plot that actually tied in with the Elite Four plot. But Gen 5 introduced a lot of good things. Infinite TMs, actually, yeah, that is probably unequivocally the best thing that Gen 5 introduced. Oh, fossil Pokemon is the theme. Okay, alright. That changes things a little bit. Let's see how Foul Play does. Yeah, the style of animation. Daniel Floyd did a video about the evolution of Pokemon animation. Style of Gen 5's battle animations is so good, and I really would have loved to see an alternate future where that was followed, and like the Switch games had kind of a, like a, I don't know, painted Muramasa almost looking feel. Would love to see what the kind of animation could have looked like on more advanced technology. Aw, yeah. Double battle with a teammate. Amazing. I love it when these happen. Yeah, so I mean, when they did the 3D models, I think it was future-proofing, right? It was meant to be like, all right, we got these models, we can use them for years and years and years, and they have. They used them for 6 years so far, and it seems like they'll continue to use them. But they're not the most thrilling to look at. They're just kind of functional. Oh, that poor frame rate. Yeah, so like the Let's Go games are the first games in which the hardware's actually been able to decently handle the models that they prepared. Don't remember if Salandit's part dark. No, it's Poison Fire. No, I'm a fool. I'm an idiot. No, from everything I've heard, I haven't played on a new 3DS, but everything I've heard on the internet says that, no, they still run pretty poorly. And to be fair, like, Squidow's model here, it's a very good looking model. It's very round. I'm looking forward to seeing models such as this on the Switch. Alright, Rainbow Bean, no. Level 2 Bean. A Star-Spangled Bean. Let's go 2. I do kind of want to get Squiddow bonus EXP feel like that could be useful. Yeah, Callie, I don't know if you... I mean, you mentioned already that you need to check my Twitter more often. I'm going as blackout as possible on Gen 8 trailers. I do not want any discussion of it. I don't want to see anything. Bits and pieces have already been spoiled for me, but I'm trying to avoid as much as possible. And to clarify my position on this and why, Gen 7's marketing sucked. In that they revealed literally every Pokemon except Marini before release. And that negatively impacted my enjoyment of the game. I don't know if they're doing exactly that again, but I don't want to take that risk. And I don't really trust their marketing team. So, trailers are, for me, spoilers, and I do not want to see them. Okay, I feel like I missed some stuff over here. I think I may use a rainbow bean next time around. Next time I'm boosting somebody. Yeah, I mean, I can deal with cover legendaries, I guess. And I mean, again, it's 5 months till release. Stuff is going to get spoiled for me. Like, already there is a Pokemon that everyone is in love with on the internet. And so I've seen it a lot. Wish I didn't. I'm sure I would love it even more if I encountered it in the context of the game. Oh man, you're just getting me slower and slower, huh? So, Callie, I'm not going to say what I've seen. In case other people are like me and don't want to have any information spoiled. But you, being on the internet, having seen the trailer and having seen the reactions, can guess what I have seen. Alright, rainbow bean on this one. And you know what? Why not rainbow beans? It's pride. Yeah, please don't say it out loud, Callie. You know the one I'm talking about. I guarantee that you do. Yeah, Switch is a good system. I really love my Switch. Aha, it's Looker. I remember Looker. So here's the thing about Looker. And I talked about this a little bit in like my post-game videos for my Y series. He spoke weird and funny in 4th gen, and because he was foreign and weird. And an Inspector Clouseau kind of character in the localization. Then he reappeared in Gen 6, and he didn't talk as weird and funny, and I rationalized it as, oh, he's actually speaking Poke French here. So he doesn't have the weird eccentricities of speaking a foreign language. But now he's just kind of normal. Like, there's small bits that seem a little bit mildly eccentric. Yeah. I believe he was also in post-game Sun Moon, involved with the Annabelle quest. That's horrifying. Alright. Ooh, that's a high level, too. Let's see if we can get an all-out pummeling before it transforms. Yeah, I mean, so Switch, like, Breath of the Wild is on it. It's also on Wii U, and that's a good game. Mario Odyssey is good. It's a Mario game. It's good. There's a Ditto 5 quest. That's wild. And I will remind you that, and I have it right here, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of my favorite games of all time for all of its many problems. It's just also just, I like the Switch as a physical console. I enjoy it as a thing to hold in my hands. Okay, this is a thing. All right. As a weird piece of world building, I kind of love it. Yeah, Xenoblade 2 is a game that I absolutely 100% forgive anyone for not enjoying, except Ben. You're not allowed to not enjoy it. But it's a game that I 100% adore. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to remember to look into that next time. I don't appreciate this kind of behavior from the police. Oh, that's fun, Sean, that they're actually mechanically useful Ditto, too. That's cool. Yeah, Xenoblade 2, much like Xenoblade X, doesn't explain its mechanics super well. It explains it better than X, I will say. But despite somehow, pacing out its tutorials over the course of the entire game and constantly adding more mechanics so you're not overwhelmed with everything at once, it still doesn't actually explain it itself very well. Callie, that's fair. Getting lost in the forest in Dark Souls is a common occurrence. The forest is basically a connection point between a bunch of different areas, but it's a little bit winding and hard to keep track of by design. So, FromSoft games aren't for everyone, and more they're becoming not for me. Okay. Stores power than attacks. If the user moves after the target, the attack's power will be doubled. This is what I was thinking that other move was. Sort of. I don't really know if this... Oh, yeah, no, it's also pretty difficult. That's true. I feel like just psychologically for me, the unpredictability of foul play means that I am tempted to use it less. Because I'm like, I don't know exactly actually how strong this is going to be. So just for my own sake, I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm still considering in the back of my mind doing some sort of Xenoblade 2 series. But I feel like it's a game that I would want to give proper time and attention and not just like stream. Anyway, this is an interesting... I was really surprised when I first encountered this town in Sun Moon Original. Konikoni, I think it's called. Very much inspired by traditional Japanese architecture. You know, you've got the street markets, you've got the gates and all that. And I thought that was really interesting, but in retrospect makes sense for a game based around Hawaii. Alright, let's buy clothes. Okay, so number one priority is getting a pink hat, which I believe there is one. There it is! Alright, that's the number one thing. Completes the ensemble. Now I'm going to check, at least for the month of June, I'm going to try to keep the purple shirt, blue pants, but I'm going to see if there are any other styles that are purple and or blue that I might like better. Doesn't look like it there. Not quite. Some decent designs, but not quite what I'm looking for. What's going on shoe-wise? That feels a little redundant with the blue pants. I think I can go kind of however I want to do with the shoes. I'm thinking... I was kind of into this. I'm into this. Let's do this. And bag. Let's see. Whose conferences are tomorrow? I don't like that at all. I think the white pack actually works really well. I like this. Okay. Alright, that'll do it. Microsoft and Bethesda. Not much reason to be interested in what Bethesda has to offer right now, but if I will pay attention to Twitter and see if anything pops up that's worth actually watching a trailer for. All right. So this is my look for June. Yeah, clothing options. Disappointing. Let's see, TMs here. I think there are actually some good TMs here, if I remember right. Aerial Ace. Let's grab Aerial Ace. That'd be a good replacement for Wing Attack on Donna. I don't know if anyone can learn this, but I like it as a move, so I'm going to grab it. And then this could be a good combo with Poison Fang. Whoop. That's wrong. Though it could be useful on other folks. I mean, that's a great replacement for Peck, too. Golly. Let's get rid of that. And heck, maybe put it on Zippy as well. Why not? We're going wild. Yeah, we can get rid of some stuff here. Aerial Ace is a great move. I will not apologize for this. Ah, nobody can have Bulldoze. That's too bad. Oh well. Alright, I think this as a replacement for... Yeah, straight up replacement for Acid Spray, I think. Can anyone get Flame Charge? No. I'll consider some of these, but I think we're good for now. This seems to be some sort of food stall. No, massage. Now that's friendliness, not affection, right? Okay, so these incenses, some of them can be used for breeding purposes, which is interesting. Some of them are boost various moves. They have a whole bunch of different possibilities. I would get a haircut, but I still can't get the wine red color, which is tragic. And what is happening in here? Oh, this is Olivia's store. Oh, can I not go through? Okay, the Ruins of Life. Man, I don't need that. Not at this point in the game. Let's see, and this is where we can get various stones. Cool, we don't need any of those. Not right now. Okay. Alright, anything else in this town that I should address real quick before we end the session? I don't remember that. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy I have this hat. I just wish there were more clothing options in general for boys. I mean, okay. Seems like a weird self-justification, but alright. Alright. Let's go all out. Man, I would not vape on stream. That would be bad move. Also, I wouldn't vape in general. But... oh, that didn't work. Oh, boy. Definitely noticing my type coverage is not great. Also, I feel like I'm more physical on the whole. I can't think of an electric dark type. I almost thought of Zebstrika, but I don't think that's dark. But Hedgie, you're saying that maybe it will at some point later? Possibly? Let's go Gertrude with a Venoshock. That's special. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's tragic. No electric dark. That'd be a good, cool combination. I'd love to see it. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna keep at it with the bean stuff and hoping to find Houndour. Anyone else get wet? Guzzlord? Probably not. Don't see myself using a Guzzlord. Alright, I think that'll do it for this week's session. We've made it to Konikoni. We've completed our outfit for the month. And we're ready to head out to the grand trial of the second island, Akala Island. Well, it's worth a shot. So, let's head back to the Pokemon Center. Right there. Heal up, and that's where we'll call it. So thank you to everyone who tuned in on this abnormal streaming date. I'm not sure what next Friday looks like. It may be a similar story. So we may, again, push it to Saturday. I will let you know on Twitter what the situation is. But until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Alola!